The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors, Amazon.com and tpublic.com. Listeners, beware. Coming straight from the Mouths of Madness, I am one of the hosts, Lowdown. With me as always is...
F.U. Hunter, what's up, you blood-sucking bitches?
Blood-sucking bitches. There goes the fucking neighborhood.
Yep.
There goes the fucking neighborhood. Anytime a fucking vampire moves in, people start fucking dying, trying to fuck moms, and...
Yeah.
Dude, there's this YouTuber I follow who, he has a catchphrase, and he always wears a hat that says, I heart single moms. And then in like his catchphrase is just like, hey, you know any single moms? And then they'll be like, yeah, and he'll look at the camera like, I'm coming for you. Like,
is that an 80s thing, by the way, of the single mom and vampire movie? Like,
oh yeah,
Lost Boys.
Yeah.
And the head vampire's like, I want some of that single mom action.
Well, he wanted a vampire family.
I understand,
but
he was targeting.
I think the vagina was the least of what he was worried about. I think I'm just gonna say, and I will say the mom is the hottest in the remake. I will take Toni Collette over any of those.
Yeah, and this is kind of her journey into kind of I can't think if she was in any horror movies besides obviously Sixth Sense, but this was kind of her.
She was in something else as a mom, like right before this. I can't
think of it.
Fucking remember what
but
it
I'm
was.
Just saying, you go from this and then go into her other stuff and Hereditary.
Oh yeah, I mean she's been a mom, and that's what I'm saying. There's the other thing she's a mom in. Krampus, she's a mom. Krampus,
yep.
How she snuck out a trick or treat. She could have been a mom in one of those skits. That'd have been sweet.
Yeah.
Anyway, tonight on Killer or Filler, we are talking about the 1985 film Fright Night versus the 2011 remake of the same name and same title font. Like that. Sometimes they switch it up. Like with franchises like Friday the 13th, they did with Nightmare on Elm Street. They did. Halloween did, but they're also fucking franchises. This is like. They had one actual movie. Part 2 can kind of go fuck itself.
I'll give an exception, sort of, because at least the Fright Night, like with the original, was like the font on the TV show.
Yeah.
So like you can kind of get away with that.
What was this the font of his Vegas show?
Possibly.
I didn't pay attention enough to the
backdrop.
I didn't either. I was too busy. I was too focused on David Tennant because he's just awesome.
Yeah.
Like
oh man.
Yeah. So anyway, So. I think we just need to dig right into they both pretty much follow a similar story flow. There's really just about the differences they utilized to make this film.
I think honestly the biggest difference for the remake is that, you know, the head vampire is like building a fucking vampire army, where in the original he's got his weird best friend that's in the house with him. You know what I mean? Like in the remake it's like, oh, you fucked up. You're my area now. And a shitload of vampires come out. Yeah, and there's you know, whatever that motherfucker's name is. The guy that always looks like
his name?
He smelled a fart.
Billy.
Yeah, Billy.
No, so that's a good place to start. Let's start with the man of the fucking hour, Jerry Dandridge. Now, this film, and I'm gonna start off with some positives. This film did what we always say we want a remake to do. Mm-hmm. It made a different film.
Yeah.
Which I give it respect for that. Like, you've got the original Jerry Dandridge, right? Who's very charismatic. He's older. He said he's over like thousands of years old.
Yeah.
He's charismatic. He's charming. And he's actually merciful to Brewster. Remember in the bedroom, he's like, I'm going to give you a choice.
Yeah.
Look the other way and I'll forget you existed. Like, he gave him an out. Charlie just didn't take it, right? Where you have, and that was obviously Chris Sarandon. I mean, do we need to go into that? Chris Sarandon crushed that fucking role.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
That was one
of his early roles.
To me, that's his kind of definitive. I mean, he was a cop in Child's Play. Obviously, I feel like most people see him and go, oh shit, the fucking asshole prince from fucking Princess Bride.
This came out before both of those.
Yeah,
this is before both of those. Like, he only had like 2 roles, really bigger roles before this.
Give props. I completely forgot that he cameoed in the remake.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Do you remember the name?
No.
JD.
Oh, really?
Like JD.
Okay.
Yeah. It was awesome. Well, you don't really know. You have to look in the credits, but still, when I saw that, I'm like,
But instantly, when he got out of the car, I was like,
this is it.
And I rewatched it. I saw it in the theater years ago. Completely forgot he cameoed in this shit.
Yeah, because you get distracted by the horrendous fucking CGI in this film.
Okay, we'll get it.
No, we're gonna wait on that. We're gonna wait on that. But no, what I want to say is, so now you've got Colin Farrell's Jerry, which, okay, no watcher, no babysitter during the day, right?
Yeah.
Which kind of leads into like he's better at survival because he is younger though. They reference when David Tennant's version of Peter Vincent.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Goes into the tribe he's from,
and that's what
type of vampire he is.
That's what Peter Vincent is. He sees that painting or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, okay,
it's this vampire."
Yeah.
So, but he's younger, so we don't know if the difference in the two is because he is younger, where he's like a little over 400 years old, is what they reference. But like I said, where Chris Sarandon's is like over 1,000.
Yeah.
I don't know if the centuries make you, a little more calm because this motherfucker is sadistic. He is aggressive. He is animalistic. He is like all aggro as fuck. He's like, I'm juice, bitch.
Yeah, definitely. There's a difference between the OG one where he's more of like, I'm gonna stalk you, I'm gonna fuck with you, and this one where there's literally a chase scene where he's like, no, I'm going to kill the fuck out of y'all right now.
Yeah,
I don't care how far you drive away, I'm gonna fucking catch you.
It's not this cute shit. It's like, no, I'm fucking gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Like he was just so pissed, and Farrell ate that shit up. Like in for a couple of the first scenes where he's working in the garden, and like he gets up and he like does the whole shift over, wipe the. He got his shirt sleeves up and he wipes the sweat off his brow and he's just like totally making Charlie's mom wet. Mm-hmm. That's really what was going on there.
The squinty eyes, looks like he's almost intoxicated.
Talking really right under his breath. Yeah,
how's it going?
Yeah. He ate that scene up. He ate that shit up. But so we got two totally different Jerrys, which I thought was awesome.
Yeah.
Like you said, and obviously Colin Farrell's again was just way more aggressive and he liked to kill his victims slowly and keep them as like fucking... in rooms, so you just go feed on him and lock him up, feed on him.
Closet room shit. There's a lot of elements that they obviously took the time to add into the remake that I really liked, and one of them was like that whole room that's like, I'm just gonna save you, just I don't need to eat you right now or feast on you or even turn you. I'll just keep you here.
Exactly. Fear makes it taste better. No,
and he kind of fucked with what's his name when he's like, yeah, go ahead and set her free. Yeah, you did it. You're a hero. Oh, burst into flames. Fuck you. Yeah. That was so because he knows like he's like, I'm gonna slowly walk around the living room and they're like cutting around the corner and he's like, I'm gonna go to the kitchen, cut around the corner, and he knows they're there. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh man, I hope they don't get out the door. And as soon as they get out, burst. That was pretty fucking cool.
Awesome. And like. Their demise was the same way. The other difference between these vampires, two versions of Jerry, is that there's no shape-shifting in the remake, and there's no turning into mist.
Yeah.
Remember, he turns into mist in the alleyway going after Evil Ed, and then he turns into a bat at the end, and Evil Ed turns into a wolf.
All right,
none of that shit.
You just said his name.
So we got to go into one of the biggest differences in this film is they did a fucking complete 180 flip with Charlie and Evil Ed between the 85 and the 2011.
Yeah.
That was
the one thing. Look, I enjoy McLovin and a lot of stuff he's done.
Hold on. It's what the fuck? How do you pronounce his name?
Christopher Perez or something, I think.
Chris Mintz-Plasse.
Yeah, there you go. But he was distracting in the remake, and overall, like Ed and the OG is just stands out so much.
Stephen Jeffries, he's fucking awesome.
You just forget like. In the original Fright Night, like that's one of the first things I think about is Ed, and in this one, it's kind of like, oh look, we got someone from those movies you like to play Ed, and he has some banter near the end of the movie. I couldn't fucking care, and it was not nearly the same as Ed fucking with them in the OG. Where
I don't know how they wrote him. Maybe it's because they literally did have to rewrite the entire character and put Ed as Charlie for this film, basically. And
they also jumped it so fucking soon. I mean, 5 minutes in, he's like, dude, there's a fucking vampire. It's a fucking vampire. Like 5 minutes in, you're like,
whoa, bro.
All right, cool. Like,
all right.
And has a bag of shit. I mean, and again, I like the other way around with the OG where like he's like trying to convince everybody, no, my neighbor is a fucking vampire.
Sure, Brewster.
Yeah, okay. You're so cool, Brewster.
And he's just talking, he's just completely belittling him the entire time.
That was really distracting with the remake is how much I did not like the casting and I did not like the character of Ed in this one.
Yeah, I feel you. But Charlie, Anton Yelchin, did great.
Yeah.
In that.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Yes.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh, man.
We need to cover, by the way, one of its other great entries into the horror. Am
I brain farting? I think I'm brain farting.
Green Room.
Oh, touched on an episode that was a joint episode of like new modern horror. But yeah, we do need to actually just do it on the chopping block for that film because there was a lot to dissect in that movie. Oh, Patrick Stewart. Anyway,
yeah.
But and then William Ragsdale. I mean, hasn't really done much since Fright Night. I think he was in Mannequin 2. And he was in Justified.
Was he in Justified?
Yeah, he was the second husband of the wife.
Oh, all right.
The realtor,
right.
yeah. You remember that? So,
that's some IMDb shit. I'd have to look it up and go, oh, that motherfucker.
No, I used to watch Justified, so I was like, that motherfucker looks familiar.
I did too, but I couldn't fucking remember that shit.
But that Charlie, he did great for that Charlie because it was that whole wide-eyed, like, I love this monster shit, but holy fuck, there's one next door.
Yeah.
You know, he's trying to fuck my mom. Like, you know.
A little too distracted, though. I mean, like, literally, him and his girlfriend are about to get it on. And she's like, ready to fuck? And he's like, hold on, I want to see this. Ready to fuck? Hey, you want to fuck? No, yeah, just give me. And just completes ignoring. She's pretty much like, tits out, let's fuck now.
Yeah.
And
by the way, a young Amanda Bierce.
And that right there is the most distracting, is that if you watch Married with Children,
which I did before I ever saw Fright Night.
I know. That rewatching this recently is so fucking distracted.
You know what's crazy is how much Al picked on her for her boobs. I had no problem when like Fright Night is like they're
you just got boobs.
Whatever. You're just But I would have been like, hey, I got a steak for you. Like, I mean, you know, like he's worried about watching TV instead of stabbing her. Like, it's terrible. It's horrible.
It's just weird because, I mean, they did keep that consistent a bit with the remake where she's like, all right, let's fuck. And he's like, yeah, just give me a second. But it's almost like in the OG, he doesn't want to have sex at any time because he gets distracted like 3 or 4 times. She keeps trying. And he's just like, no, hold on.
Yeah, it was like in the bedroom that night, later downstairs at the house, in school the next day.
Yeah.
There was literally like 3 times I can think of back to back where she's just like, and then finally she said fuck it and threw food at him, like, you're an asshole. But like, the thing with Amy in this one is and with actually our 3 main characters, you know, the humans, is that they focus on Charlie and Ed being nerds, outcasts, kind of, you know, loserish, where in the first one, they reference it, but it's not a huge thing in the original. But in the remake,
Ed's kind of the out.
They use Amy as the thing of them, even Charlie being an outcast, because they're like, how'd you get this popular girl? And then Dave Franco's fucking kicking his ass, and
I know.
He's getting bullied.
Another random that
shit,
I'm watching this remake again, and I'm like, holy fuck, I didn't know Franco. That was
dude. He was like, that was got to be like one of his first fucking movies.
Yeah, it was probably that, and I can't remember when 21 Jump Street came out, but. Whatever the timeline is, around the same time.
Yeah, a couple years in between that. But so they really honed in on like the outcast that Ed and Charlie was, but then Charlie dropped Ed to be a cool kid, and then he got the good girl, he got the hot girlfriend kind of thing. Versus, I don't know, I kind of like the 80s version where it's just like, no, like.
Now, I will say this, where Ed is very much the part that I think hurts the remake, the character and the actor they got for Bishop.
Oh, yeah.
It enhances it. Because, look, I appreciate Ryan McDowell. He does an okay job in the OG, but I fucking loved what David Tennant did in the remake.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because he went completely different. Like, you know, Ryan McDowell was still regal, like acting and the theater and all this stuff. And David Tennant's Peter Vince was like a drunk, drug addict, fucking illusionist.
Yeah. And they kind of put in there that, like, he knows it's pretend in a way, but when he comes across, like, near the end, he
references that he had something happen to him, right?
And that's the whole thing is that, like, that's why, like, he built up this goddamn, how much shit does he have in his
it's a museum. It's a museum of shit
so
that he's
like,
collected.
He quote is it's pretend, but he's
is it pretend? Yeah. No, so, and like he does grow a pair at the end, you know, and kind of the same thing as Rodney McDowell's character, you know. It just took Rodney McDowell going to the house and not seeing a reflection to like but then he ran away like a little bitch too. So.
Yeah, you're like, I gotta get out of here. And then he's like, get in the car. Good luck, guys.
But yeah, Peter Vincent, the character is great in both. I do like they had to update it from being a TV host because in the 2000 in the teens we didn't have TV hosts like a Crypt Keeper or stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
That was gone, so we had to do something else. And it was they moved it to Vegas.
Yeah.
So make them illusionists.
That is another strong thing I'll say with the remake is is I like that they moved to Vegas because it makes sense. If you're a fucking vampire, what's the best city to fucking just roll in? Vegas, a place that never shuts down.
Exactly.
It's 24 hours. So it makes it like, isn't that weird how he sleeps during the day and then he's out at night?
No, he even said, like, I work at the casinos.
Yeah, it's
like,
fucking Vegas.
It's Vegas,
yeah. That's the reality of that town.
Totally
so,
smart. Completely smart.
That works out perfect with that kind of setup. So,
Yep.
And then to have Tenet's like Vegas show there, there is no like bending the plot to have it make sense. It makes sense that he's right there. So our main dude doesn't have to like search and call and bug the shut off. He just has to try to get into a show and then bring it up.
There you go. Exactly. Now, all right. Boy.
All right.
We gotta, man,
I'll say this. I enjoyed 80% of this remake.
Yes.
And then they decided, fuck you, we're about to give you some of the worst looking CGI effects at the end of this movie that made me cry.
I did at the end.
Oh, but the
during
end,
the film. The end was the denouement.
But the end is because I'll give like, okay, well maybe they whatever. But when your finale is just all shitty fucking CGI, and I'm talking about I Am Legend fucking level of
fake
shit.
blood and
it was
CGI blood and all that shit.
Well, fuck you. Like I literally said while I'm watching it, well, fuck you, because I was enjoying the tempo and that last final 10 minutes.
It had the chance to be even grander than the original because it had all these slave vampires and it was this big battle and
and they just fucking threw it away with that ending. It's when pretty much he's dying and he's trying to transform and then they sell all the effects are dog
garbage.
Shit. They're terrible.
When he kills JD, he drops the car, and then as he's walking over, his face changes and you're like, oh my God. Why? Why?
It's
and then
awful.
And then he does the bite and he changes back and it's like, this is so fucking bad. So bad.
And I'll be honest,
so bad.
It's been a while since I saw OG Fright Night. I forgot. They
How
got
good those effects are fucking hardcore,
really
dude.
fucking good practical. I completely forgot about the fucking, what's his name? His assistant melting.
Yeah.
I was like,
body melt.
That
was
fucking badass.
Yeah.
The fucking Ed getting killed as the wolf and then
the transformation. Yeah, I mean,
the
definitely
the end
aided.
when he's melting and stuff, like transforming back to Ed. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of effects. I was just like, how the fuck did I forget?
Yeah.
They really put in some effort to give us some strong 80s practical effects.
Well, like in his room, the image you always see that people use in memes and stuff is when he's actually starting to turn back when he hears the mom's voice. When he first turns, those effects are horrifying.
Yeah.
The way Jerry looks. He's like almost hairless, and he's just like looks like it's like they took the lead witch from the movie Witches and like made it.
I know you're talking
made
about
it male.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like not the Anne Hathaway one, folks. We're talking Morticia. Wow, what the fuck? I can't remember that actress's name.
Angelica Houston.
Yeah. I should smack myself in the face for that. Yeah, her witch. Literally, if you put them side by side, she's like the male version of her fucking special effects makeup. Really, his hands, everything. Like, he looks so fucking creepy.
Because I still enjoy the original Fright Night, but the pacing does hit some very crawl spots.
The club scene is unneeded. The club scene could be so short.
Did you realize something though?
Oh yeah,
Did you watch a club scene?
Dude from Friday 13th.
Yeah, that first announcement comes up. I was like, that's the fucking biker for part 3.
Yep. Fucking A, it was. And he literally called Bouncer number 1 in the credits. His name is actually Nick Savage. Go figure.
Yeah, which is weird that like. To have most of the movie, he's trying to convince people that that JD's a fucking vampire, and then you get a scene like the nightclub where literally he is not hiding the fact that he is just murdering the shit out of people in a way with his claw hands and shit like that. That is not a normal way to kill people. And then back to, I'm not a vampire, people. Don't worry about it.
Well, no, he never really went back because, like, right after that scene was pretty much the next night is when they went into the final.
And which town is it in? That incompetent that can't literally try to. You have, I don't know, 100+ witnesses of the way the dude looks, and you don't see a single in both movies, I guess. Well, a single police presence. You get in where they show up to check at the beginning, but once murders happen in both nightclubs, right?
Yeah.
No.
No, well, I mean, he called the cops on in the remake too.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's the only time we see cops is they go, all right, well, dumbass kid.
These
But
fucking vampires.
both times this dude kills people out in public. Nope, no police presence.
Yep. So, yeah. Now, that's the thing. Going back to Ed too is like how he dies. And you mentioned it at the beginning with that death scene. And then he's like, "It's okay." I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
The fuck out of here, man. It was fucking terrible. Yeah. Yeah. And then like because he caught on fire first, right? And then he got stabbed, and then he staked him, right?
Yeah. But that crucifix mark that Bishop leaves the first time Ed goes after him, like, I love that effect where the rest of the movie, it's just that burned X in there. I kind of wish they'd done that with
Why do you keep calling him Bishop?
Huh?
Bishop.
Oh, sorry. What's his name?
Rodney McDowell?
Oh, well, Tennant in the next one, too.
Oh, Tennant in the next one, yeah. Keep saying Bishop. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, so, yeah, the burned X is, it's big in both. Because Ed got burnt when he tried to kill him at his apartment in the original.
Which I like that. He's like, hurry, there's a vampire. Let me in.
Yeah. No, that was good stuff. Stephen Jarvis does also do 976 Evil, which is also schlocky.
Yeah. Directed by fucking Freddy Krueger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Damn, I forgot about that.
Yep.
A little hard trivia there. All right. Well, that about sums it up, really.
Yeah.
I don't
look at this.
I don't know.
It's funny rewatching this for this episode, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I was too harsh on the remake.
Then the
ending
comes.
And I was really, really enjoying it. There was a few bad CGI moments here and there, but overall, like, you know what? I'm enjoying this. But man, you get to the end of the movie, and I can't do it.
No,
because
I agree.
Now I know.
I agree.
I would like to rewatch it again, except I wouldn't be able to complete the movie. I'd have to turn it off 15 minutes before it's over because I will not watch that pathetic attempt at really bad special effects. It just sucked so bad.
It did, and it literally just took away everything.
Yeah,
it took away everything that was good about it because we talked about tons of positives that go out through the entire movie.
It's just sad that they fucked it up at the end. They could have.
And the concept of him just keeping them, storing them like fucking snacks for a fucking nuclear takeover, nuclear bomb shelter type scenario. Where he's like,
like that whole food. Underground tunnel setup. I
fuck a basement. Yeah, no, I got
that shit
rooms.
Was awesome, but you fucked it up, and now you know what? Because of that shit, it goes in the fucking toilet.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
No, I completely agree with you. I was waiting to see because I'm just it hit me the same way.
It hurt me, man.
Yeah,
because I was like, man, maybe I'm an asshole when I watched it the first time.
No,
and then the end of it goes, nope, you're not an asshole. These lazy motherfuckers gave you fucking shitty computer effects.
Yep.
Completely kill what you enjoyed of this movie.
Yep, dude, I was the same way I was when I was rewatching. I was like, man, like I don't remember liking this movie this much. And then I was just like, for me, it was before the very last scene. It was when I saw his transformation. I was like, oh God, that's fucking horrible. And then it just got worse.
Yeah.
And then the ending was just like the icing on the cake.
Where it's like,
fuck.
Now we're going to do it to you over and over again.
When we say like, we have excused it during certain movies, like it's still a very thin layer of ice they have to walk across to get a plus for me on it. Like I'm not just going to say, I get it, you throw it in here and there. Like, dude, there better be 85 to 90% practical effects in that fucking film.
Yeah.
And only 10%. And by the time we got to his transformation, and when they were on the highway, it had already jumped to like 35% CGI shitty effects.
Oh, I will throw, though, I did enjoy the mom pulls out her little realtor signs, and that's what they use. And so as he's staggering around, he's got the fucking advertising going like through his. That was funny. Yeah. But again, nope, fuck you.
Yeah,
fuck the movie.
This movie is a filler. Now
it's an upsetting filler.
We were in
it's
the time.
Upsetting because
we were on the time of 2011 where you didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Like I get in the 2000s, we had a lot of shitty CGI. We had a couple werewolf movies with bad transformations and all that shit. And 2011, I thought we were turning a corner, guys. I thought we were
seriously.
Well, we had 2 years later. 2 years later, we had fucking Zombieland, right?
Yep.
2013 or 2012, right?
2012, I believe.
That was like all practical effects.
Yeah.
I mean, for the close-up stuff. I mean, I think they were like imposed
this
zombies.
This one I think affects me because some of the killer fillers we watch, we kind of know in that first 10 to 15 of watching it. this fucking sucks.
Oh,
and
this
I'm
got you
talking
for the
to
whole
you,
hour and 40.
and I'm talking to you. You know which movies we were talking about. This one though was an optical illusion. We're like far away. You're like, all right, and then you get closer, and nope. So it kind of hurts a little bit more. It's just more personal that they.
Yeah.
I was invested. I was about ready to hype this shit up.
They gotcha.
And then nope.
Ha.
Yep. Aha.
Oh man, yeah, terrible. So that's it, folks. It's a fucking filler. Hit us up, lowdownbrown.gui@gmail.com. Let us know what you think. Did you still enjoy the 2011 remake, ignoring all of the eye-gougingly bad CGI effects? If so, okay, let
Tell us we're full of shit.
Yeah, and let us know. And
Bring it.
Yeah,
Bring it.
Let's do this. We will zoom you so hard. Fucking, we will have this over the internet. We will hash
But we
this out.
appreciate you listening to us.
Yeah, I also appreciate you listening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Bring it. I'm going back and forth.
Yeah. It's like, this is love hate. Oh, God. No, but, and also go to GIPodcast.com. Check out all the other shows under the network. There's something for everybody. We got 7 podcasts. Check out all of them. See if there's any other ones that strike your fancy. And also, while you're on GIPodcast.com, go to the links page. And the first link is Amazon.com. You can click the link and you can buy both these films.
Yeah.
As well as some of the other films we mentioned.
They might have a double pack. Who
on
knows?
Amazon. Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So you can compare and contrast. And then, and then throw that disc away.
Yeah.
Well, I got a coaster now.
Woo! Target. Hey, skeet shooting.
Yep.
And then next to the Amazon link, we've got our link to where all our merch is at. That is TeePublic. You've got over 50 designs.
So and we're in the spooky season.
So no, we're about to have like 50 over, probably 55 now because spooky season's coming.
A shitload. Yes.
And we're getting ready to drop our yearly holiday spooky designs that stay up pretty much from now through the rest of the year. By the time you're listening to this, I believe they will already be out. So make sure you go there and check out. We've got, Alk Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street Ale, all that shit.
And get it on t-shirts, all kinds of swag, tote bags, like all kinds of shit.
All kinds of shit. Fucking pillows, all kinds of good stuff. So make sure to check that out. And yeah. Oh, they made a remake of Fright Night 2, right?
Why?
Dude, we gotta.
Oh God, I don't know, man.
Little foreshadowing, folks.
This one kind of took it out of me, man. All right, I'll try. Hopefully, it sucks
2.
from the beginning.
Hey, at least we could just start out with the fact that the original sucked.
Yeah.
So we're starting in a negative, so it can just go further downhill.
Yeah.
So tune in for that shit show, folks. Probably sometime in the early next year.
Oh God, yeah, we're gonna have to give it a little.
Oh
time.
yeah, we gotta have a break. We gotta have a break. All right, guys. Until we talk to you again, embrace the madness.
Join us at GUIPodcast.com.
In a world with too many reboots and remakes,
2 men will stop at nothing to make it even worse.
join Mike the Hobbit and Tondi as they play by their own rules while pitching new takes on some of your favorite and least favorite films and TV shows. What podcast would dare to bring this upon the world?
This is Smack My Pitch Hit.
Mike the Hobbit here,
Lowdown Brown.
inviting you to check out Geek Some of the Influence, a podcast that pairs booze with conversation with good friends.
And a little nerd culture.
We get a lot of colorful conversation out of our episodes, but it is here for everyone, no gatekeeping.
Always level up everything we do.
We'll punch up, never punch down.
Exactly.
So check out Geeks Under the Influence anywhere you get your podcasts and join us or die.
Shut the fuck up, Hobbit. Welcome to GUI Nights.
GUI Nights.
Yeah, I am Lowdown Brown. With me as always,
Mike the Hobbit.
this is the tangential side of GUI.
This is like so many of those other shows that has the after the show bit mixed with a little bit of Baywatch night, so it's a little sexier. It's a little bit after hours.
Also while tying it into the previous episode of GUI. So look forward to that too, because this comes out the week after the flagship hour-long episode.
So make sure to check out GUI nights, and when you're done, you can
Go the fuck home.
Hey guys, Scotty P here with Smash on your left. And we are the Geek Fathers. That's right, bringing all the trials and tribulations of being a geeky parent.
So welcome to our world.
And as always, join us
Or cry.
Coming straight from the mouths of madness, I'm Lowdown.
I'm FU Hunter.
Do you love horror?
We fucking do.
So this is a podcast dedicated to all things in cinematic horror. We're talking movies, television, composers, special effects artists. We're gonna fucking cover it.
So if you love horror,
Embrace the madness.
My name is Amy Bogard,
And I'm Mike the Hobbit.
and we are the hosts of Deeply Upsetting, where we use our expertise to answer your most upsetting hypothetical quandaries, such as what non-winged animal deserves wings?
And what body part deserves a secret mouth?
Which cryptid is the worst roommate?
These questions and more that plague you will be answered on Deeply Upsetting, available anywhere you get your podcasts and at GUIPodcast.com.
In a world of blockbuster movies, there's another dimension.
The dimension of schlock cinema. Join us at Beautiful Disasters on a journey into the fringe territory of B-movie abandon.
We review the flicks that are forgotten or underappreciated to give them a proper place in the annals of celluloid history.
I'm the Groots,
FU Hunter.
your guides at Beautiful Disasters. Come along with us for a fun ride. May
May the schlock be with you.